Okay, my YouTube friends and followers, I just wanted to do some videos. We're up at camp for the first time since May, and we are doing some off-grid cooking. Because our location tends to dry out, we don't have any stone at all because, again, we're in Florida and there's next to no stones here to be found. So we're going to the river today. If we can pick up a few stones and bring them back, we're going to start building a fire pit. But in the meantime, I have my fire can, which I can side feed to build hot coals, and it's all vented. See the holes? So we get lots of air. We've had some of our best campfires in this thing, but we do this to protect our forest. But on top of that, I cook on it a lot, and I have a tripod set up so I can hang pots of coffee, hot water for dishes, whatever, because we're off-grid. We do not have power. So this morning I'm making biscuits on a griddle and gravy, and this here is pork and beans, and my gravy is not heating up yet because I didn't know how long it would take for my biscuits, but here's my gravy, so that's going to be ready to go. And we're just now getting sunrise through the trees. We just got here, and keep in mind we have not been here since May. As you can see, everything is grown up, and today our project is to get everything cut back down and manageable and plant some banana trees. If it gets too hot, we're about half mile from a river, and we brought our swimsuits. We're going to put our suits on, load up some towels and the dogs, and we're going to go play in the river for a while today. And every day while we're up here. We're only up here till Monday, which would be Labor Day. So the truck got us here very comfortably. We love the new truck. And when we got here, our tarp was down. So we just took some climbing rope and we yanked it back up so we have some shade, and we were able to get in the cabin. Everything is intact. Nobody's touched anything, which is a blessing again. But we did lose those 3 barrels of water. Were knocked over. So they're calling for rain the whole weekend. We're gonna have some rain, so we're gonna set those back up and refill our rain catch. But keep in mind, we still have 100 gallons of water stored, so we're not lacking water in any way. Plus we bring 10 gallons with us. We bring 10 with us, so we're good. All right, that's our update for now, and breakfast is cooking. I will try and update this when I plate it up so you can see what it looks like on the plates as well. But it's cooking beautifully. The biscuits are half done, and we'll go from there. Be back in a bit. Okay, I'm back. The biscuits are off, and right now I'm just heating up some gravy. This is canned sausage gravy, only because it makes it easy and convenient here at camp. And our beans are bubbling. We're only feeding 3 of us here, so we don't need a ton of food. And then, oops, there goes a biscuit. Here are the biscuits. Some are a little crispier than others, but they're cooked. And I did this as a first effort here. I've never done it before. I used pancake mix that we buy in bulk. And I decided, after watching so many YouTube videos of people using pancake mixes to make biscuits, that I was going to give it a shot. Well, I got the biscuits. Now, flavor-wise, we're going to do a test here with the kiddo and the husband, and we're going to find out how good the flavor is. But we're going to soon have this on a plate and eating. And as you can see, off-grid cooking is very easy, very possible. You can cook just about anything you get creative with. Is just keep it simple. That's the key. But here's my advice to you ladies out there. If you're prepping and you've never built your own fire, learn how to build your fires. Because fire is one of the hardest things, I think, to learn to build from absolutely nothing. I bring dryer lint with me, but as you can see, I got pine needles all over here. I'm in a pine forest. So if I have pine needles, I have fire. We do stock kindling. That's one of my granddaughter's projects when she's here, is to keep the kindling pile topped off. And If you've never built your own fire, ladies, please learn how to. It could mean the difference of freezing, cooking, sanitizing your water. Be prepared. And I'll be back to you in a minute with some taste testing. Okay, I'm back. And biscuits and gravy with pork and beans turned out really, really good. Seems like this is definitely one of the things we could do if we had a lot of pancake mix and we're not making pancakes, is to just reduce the water to their biscuit consistency dough. And I cooked them over there on a griddle, which is now sitting on the pallet behind it, cooling off. And I cooked it over smoldering flames and hot ashes. And they turned out very well done as far as they're nice and crispy, as you can see. Some are a little darker than others because it depended on the flame. But the gravy got nice and hot. The pork and beans is nice and hot. And the flavor is really good on the biscuits because it was a pancake mix. They're light. They're not as fluffy as you might get if you put a batch together from scratch. But it's definitely something you could add to your thought on, what do I do with all this pancake mix because I've ran out of flour, in your preps if we ever need that situation to be figured out. But again, one thing I'm going to stress, ladies, learn to build a fire. Because I don't know about you, I'm always the first one up in our camp, and that means I'm the fire starter. So, and that took me a good while to learn how to build a quick, fast, hot fire. So please practice whenever you have the opportunity and learn how to survive. Thank you all. See you next video.